A fire! It's a blazing years. Me I say for big up Ibrahim, Traoré. Yeah, from Burkina Faso, Wassa. You know, she said, Jah rise up a deliverer in Africa. Yo, Mandela reach him at a different level at a different time. But they never did know, say, yo, Ibrahim, Traoré would have did reach him this way at this time. Ancient sons and daughters of Mother Africa. Long were the days of pain that we have spent in bondage, and longer yet were the nights of aloneness. And know that yesterday is today's memory and today is tomorrow's dream. If today is tomorrow, what's tomorrow today? Our ancestors are the boats from which Ibrahim Traoré as a living arrows are sent forth. African, rise above your ashes as a phoenix. I am a poet, and what do I care about our black story? It wouldn't do if anyone should tell I that I and I should have forget our black story. For with the shackle and the chain with the beat of our backs, they beat us. They beat our ancestors so hard that this generation is still feeling the pain. Whoa. They wanted to kill us, but you know, we got the will to live. That is the reason why we survive. We are the leaves of life, we can grow anywhere. Ancient sons and daughters of Mother Africa. On fire, it's a blazing yes. Big up, may I say, to Ibrahim Traoré, yeah man, down a Burkina Faso. You know, see them set a pick sense out of nonsense. But Ibrahim Traoré see no sense into nonsense and no nonsense into sense. The man sense is sense as sense and nonsense as nonsense. So Ibrahim Traoré draw fence between the sense and the nonsense and draw fence. Him look at the sense and he looks at the nonsense and he still go back and check the fence from depths to extents. You know, see that this leader spring up like, you know, dense like weeds from edge to depths of existence. Is nurtured, all people learns to aspire. Ibrahim Traoré is more than corn and autumn's fire. He comes with sober harmony, nurse the hope, his cause is mine, I will not give up. A fire, African unite. Ibrahim Traoré, big up yourself. That way I say from down in Jamaica, you saw. Yeah man, keep it together. Africa unite. Blazing.
Priest Wesley Kelly. I'm the high priest for the Haile Selassie, Jah Rastafari, Royal Ethiopian Judah Coptic Church. We are here today to celebrate and to upkeep the work of Ibrahim Traoré, the president of Burkina Faso. We are in support of the president for the liberation of our black mother country, Africa. So while we are gathered here in support of Ibrahim Traoré, the black liberator that may come in will be in coordination of Black Liberation Day. So that's why we are all gathered here today. The 30th of the month, that this month, April, is the month of the Rastafari month that we have claimed proclamation in 2017 that this month must be recognized as the Rastafari month. And that's why we are here in support of Ibrahim Traoré to liberate Mother Africa from the white colonizers.
What if anything was said that ignites your desire to be here in support of Ibrahim?
Well, you see, the work of our leaders must take a page out of Ibrahim Traoré's book that he have written now, The Changing of the Guard, to liberate our motherland and our fatherland. Jamaica is the fatherland. Africa, Ethiopia is our motherland. So we in this island home, the island in the sun, must separate, must agitate for our rights. So it's a great pleasure to share this moment with the Black liberation.
Blessed be the Most High Emperor Haile Selassie the First, Jah Rastafari. We are here today as African descendants in the diaspora. We are here supporting our African leaders coming together in one unity to show love, to show peace, to show joy and happiness to Mother Africa once more. So we are here standing up for the rights of our people. The last year, Jah Rastafari.
Freedom for the land. What led to this gathering this morning?
It's just the fire that burn from colonialism. To make them know that to ease off and leave I and I alone. So you know? Yeah, so you know what go? I just Africa we say. Round and about near and far. Worldwide, Mama Africa, to everyone. All African leaders just make we unite and come together in one. Yeah. And all Caribbean islands. Yeah. So you know Jamaica have to lead out for the world and its people. So you don't know. One perfect love, Rastafari. Yeah man, this is I So Strong. I'm here to make it right. I'll never make it wrong. Rast, I So Strong. Blessed love.
From one leader to another leader. From Kingston, Jamaica to Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso. We don't hear about it. Move the curtain there. Make I expose the goodness of and goodness of the Prime Minister of Jamaica. The text message that he sent to the young leader of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traoré, praising him and giving thanks for the bravery and for the transformation he is putting the country into, and for the non-resistance and for the boldness. But that was not it. What still at the last, we the Jamaican people and I the leader of the Jamaica Labour Party and leader of this country, I stand with you 100%. I'm ready to defend with you and fight to the end to liberate our people and to see your people be free. Bro God, you are the best. We salute you. Now who want to criticize, I want to chat and say you're backing a cool leader, a revolutionary leader. We are black people, and you know the struggle because you struggle as well. So from one leader, the Caribbean, to the motherland Africa, I know Traoré is pleased, is happy to know that. And I like Jamaica Prime Minister is supporting him and backing him. We thank you, bro God. We don't see nothing yet. The whole land.
Jamaica, wake up! No sleep too long. Around here drink too much rum and boom. And I fight against one another and they on social media talk about GSYM. Wake up! We don't see what's going on in Africa. When the Bob Marley say Africans unite, I see the whole of Africa out for unite. We know you are going to Burkina Faso with the president Ibrahim Traoré. And when the artists from Jamaica, remember say we sing and free Nelson Mandela, you know. So how come nobody has sing no song? I mean alone have a song I release this Friday, titled Ibrahim. We know what the man do for people within 2 years. Free hospital, free education, mobile hospital. You know see it? The man manufacture electric car. The man employ 8,000 people in one day. The man say having a place to live is human rights. So all citizens we get free house. The man not take no presidential pay. The man work with his salary when he used to get in the army. He was an army officer and the man say no love one country run. And just form a coup September 2022 and take over Burkina Faso. That's what the man do. Now they might try to take him out. People, this Friday, me have a song I release titled Ibrahim. Glory, glory, Ibrahim Traoré. This is an African story. We can't ignore it. Ibrahim Traoré, slowly but surely, in the interest of your country, you step up to the plate and I control it. Africa, myself, you wake up. Africans, keep your head up. East, west, north, and south, wake up. Wake up, wake up. Remember, this Friday, it's on all online store, miking us. And check out the audio on YouTube. Check it out. Jamaica. Wake up, motherfucker.
Well, I've heard about Ibrahim Traoré, and my message for him is to keep on doing the good work that he's doing. It's time for us to revolutionize ourselves as African and really take back what is rightfully ours. And so he's doing that wonderful job where he's sensitizing and educating Africa and uniting Africa as a nation, all right, as one people. And that is how it's supposed to be. Because how could Africa be the poorest continent and it has the most wealth of it all? The Europeans has been coming inside of Africa over the years, and even within our spaces here in Jamaica and other indigenous spaces, and taking out all the wealth from amongst the people and giving us what? Nothing more than destruction.
The day African people realize that Jesus cannot save them, that is the day my people will be free. The day African people realize that Jesus never died for you, but your ancestors did, on that day, you will know freedom. Not only will you know freedom politically, economically, religiously, you will know freedom even in your personal life. Freedom from the fear of hell, from guilt, from shame. Freedom from being afraid and ashamed to be human. We will finally overcome that inferiority complex that Christianity beats into us that we don't even realize. That day is coming. Your mama. This painting is your mama. The only one who lived and died for you.
Oversight. As a Jamaican, I am proud, and a Caribbean, right? I fully support what Traoré is doing. He is standing up for his people and trying to start a new path free from colonial strings, and that is exactly why they're targeting him. More African Caribbean people and African nations and Caribbean nations need to show support for bold leaders like Traoré, because most of our current leaders are afraid to make the moves and do what he's doing. They speak about progress, but they're unwilling to put their lives on the line for real emancipation. Most of Jamaica's national hero fight against oppression and stand up for the people. Any leader who won't risk their own comfort, right, to secure freedom and dignity of their people does not have your best interests at heart. Let's talk about these so-called human rights group that suddenly find their voice. They're quick to criticize Ibrahim Traoré and similar leaders, but were silent when the people in those countries had to pay.
Buju Banton made one of those rare posts on Instagram massive, so you know me did have to come share it. Check this out.
To come forth this day on the sabbatical man to greet the people of the world, the heartfelt love and heartfelt gratitude and thanks for you being here and being in my life for over these many years. We also like to thank the people of the world for loving the music. Reggae music was able to free many a people, many a captive, many a nations, many a man and many a minds. We also want to thank the people of the world because they're alive and they have kept themselves alive to see this time, this epoch, which is monumental to the survival of the black race. Every race is secure, let us deal with our race in particular. We're on the cuffs right now of a monumental shift in terms of the diversity and the convergence of Africa, global power, being spawned by a great leader. We've never seen a leader like this in all our lives on earth. We have had leaders who come up and before you know they say one thing and as they assume the reign of power, they do a different thing. We have leaders who are so bought out and so compromised that they can't even lead themselves. We are in this iration. We are alive to see a young man from the continent of Africa expounding on all the tenets that the great Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, and all these great stalwarts and culture and all these great men sang about the liberation of the continent. The continent is the breadbasket of the world. It has become the foot mat of the globe. How could the breadbasket of the world become the foot mat of the world? How could the person, the nation, the continent who feed the world become global beggars? They have reversed the rule and turned us into peons and serf under diplomatic agreements and agendas. But here is a young man who saw right through the smoke screen, saw right through all of that, and decided that he's gonna put not only his life, but his knowledge, everything, in whole self on the line for us. Let us come together There's no greater time to be alive than now. Remember I tell you this, because we're witnessing something that our forefathers and our ancestors dream about. We have seen racism now galvanize around this common factor. Because Rastas will get soft when I hide and talk them grounds out. Yes. Because when Rome come at and I say Rasta went to Rome against her, then I know that Rasta is no longer Rasta. Rasta turned pussy. But true Rastas are still around. They're not money hungry, they're not money hungry dreadlocks, they're not pierce up them ears and go and eat a bunch of blood clot flesh off the earth. Good Rasta still about. Firm same way, lions. We eat you alive, we still around. And we love still good, we love still strong. Reaching out to the people of the world, man. It's a great morning to be alive. I just said it to the eye. Enough love, you know. Give I great joy to see a voice speaking from the continent we have never heard before. We have some old leaders, some guys who are almost 100 years old, due to relinquish power so the younger youth can assume the role of leadership to expound and their vision of what leadership look like for the younger youths. Then we're not having that. We have some guys in the Caribbean right now because they don't want to relinquish power. They rather kill the whole generation of youths. They cannot kill out the youths because you have no plan for them. You have no infrastructure for them. Murder become your next best bet for the youths. It cannot work like that. A lot of our politicians need to go. They need to leave and leave. They're old, redundant. Their thought process is latent. They need to go and allow some young men who are not compromised, who see the interests of our nation and the interests of the youth and the interests of the people and the interests of the whole ecosystem of the whole Caribbean community as a grand prize. Who should all unite to build and grow. That's what we have now. What we have now is mayhem and madness and chaos. But chaos breeds chaos because our leaders are chaotic, right? Well, just examine the example that we see in our time. This is the true leader. In my time, this is the only leader I resonate with. I've never seen another leader. This young man, they try to typecast as all these kind of things, is leading his people to a renaissance that Africa has never experienced. Fight if you may, argue if you may, but this is what we need. We need people to lead in our nations, in our regions. We need leadership as well. We don't have leadership. We have thugs, we have gangsters, we have thieves, we have manipulators, we have people who just speak the truth and send them government force and them government badness to come bad you up and destroy and kill. So what that does, it drives fear into the heart of the people. Like in my country, Jamaica. I have never seen this Jamaica before. My Jamaica has become so passive. I don't know if it's something in the water. I don't know if they have done my people something. We don't stand up for anything anymore. Everything is a 9-day talk and it's okay. Because we have spent their years making examples of ordinary Jamaicans, of real Jamaicans, refuse to be made an example of. But like I said, if them silence 1 me 1,000 speak, if them kill 1 me 1,000,000 rise. Once we're fighting for the right thing and we're trying to open the eyes of our people, because you can't tell the level of poverty that exists in the region because the name. Because if you check most of the youths who are going on criminality, why? There's no opportunity. Check them background. They're going to good school, good education. But where do they place this energy and this effort? The music industry full. Everybody can be a singer and a DJ. So how do we? You have shut down our trade school. We have a plumber. What are we doing? We want leaders. We want back leaders to lead with people. Is either a leader and a lead out. I'm out.
And in caption that, eyes wide open. Want to get from why massive. What's the message? Drop it in the comment section below.
My name is Amina Blackwood Meeks. I'm a storyteller. This is the time for everybody who understands freedom, justice, economic independence, and dignity to stand with our African brothers and sisters who have suffered the same 400 years of deprivation and degradation that we in Jamaica have endured.
Greetings from the RMO Rastafari Management Organization, an umbrella organization of all the Rastafari in Jamaica, and we are speaking for Rastafari in every quarter here in Jamaica and hopefully for the world. And Rastafari stands with Ibrahim Traoré today because we know that Ibrahim Traoré is not defending just for Burkina Faso, but he's defending for the entire continent of Africa.
One Africa!
And in the diaspora. One Africa!
One nation!
Every century, every milestone, something emerge that contests what the existing status quo is. The teachings of Haile Selassie and Marcus Garvey, just as though it might be present amongst INA, it's present amongst African youths. And the time is now, man, you know? Yeah, man. And so you're going to find people emerge as leaders, and Traoré, one of them youth is a leader we emerging now.
Ibrahim Traoré is a known Pan-Africanist. He's following in the footsteps of people like Thomas and Carl. And in one respect, you know, Haile Selassie I, who was Pan-Africanist, so he's trying to strengthen Africa, he's trying to strengthen
the 30th coincides with the Founders' Day celebration of the Haile Selassie High School. And you know, as Rastafari, we are very focused on the Haile Selassie High School because it's a gift to Jamaica and it shows the value of education to Haile Selassie and how he impresses the importance of education and intelligence.
We are shedding anything that is colonial, that will hold us back, that will tell us that we're not enough. We are shedding anything that would make us feel like we're less than.
As you know, today is a special day for I and I. Because we are in solidarity with people of all the world who is in support of Africa determining its own destiny.
So liberation month are coming, Ethiopian liberation, the Africans, they have to go to the school them and go into the community, edify them and get the support. That is all the liberation are. We have to see one if a ball they are saying, and a Rasta one struggle there.
So we are here today just across from the U.S. Embassy and we are sending a profound message across the entire globe that we here in Jamaica are standing on business. Something we should have done all our lives, where our colonial ancestors have been robbing and have been raping our people and murdering our people. They have done it to Sangakkara, and they have done it to Gaddafi, and hundreds more. You will not touch Ibrahim Traoré.
Bending in unity, efforts towards the achievement of a greater and nobler goal. Words of His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie I.
There are two countries that we are targeting today, and it's the American government and the French government here in Jamaica.
On behalf of the broad-based RMO umbrella organization for the Rastafari community in Jamaica, his declaration that Burkina Faso is engaged in a war of independence against imperialist forces resonates deeply with the Rastafari community in Jamaica and globally.
Now we are delivering it to the ambassador.
When the people stand up, the imperialists tremble.
Ce qui se passe ce 30 avril 2000.
What is happening on this April 30th 2025 is making the imperialists tremble.
Certains ne dormiront pas ce soir.
Some will not sleep tonight.
Mais leur cauchemar va durer parce que
But their nightmare will last because we are standing ready until final victory. That all these maneuvers that are being plotted, all these manipulations to demonize him, do not affect his morale in any way.
n'affectent en rien son moral.
Our chief fighter is determined and serene because he draws his energy from your mobilization.
Rastafari Jah, Rastafari Empress Menenai.
Africa unite.
Africa unite.
On the continent of Africa. Ibrahim! Amen! Traoré!
All here in support of Ibrahim. Ibrahim! Ibrahim!
Alright, so let's get to it. Our brother Ibrahim Traoré, he has a message for our brothers and sisters on the continent of Africa, and he also has a message for our brothers and sisters that's in the diaspora. Let's see what the brother talking about. Let's get to it. Okay, let's go. He said, I would like to express my gratitude to all the peace-loving, freedom-loving patriots and Pan-Africanists who rallied around the world on Wednesday, April 30th, 2025 to support our commitment and our vision for a new Burkina Faso and a new Africa, free from imperialism and neocolonialism. Your act of solidarity and this demonstration of sympathy strengthens our conviction that the fight we are waging for a fairer and more equitable world is justified. Hold on, he ain't finished. He said, we will never bend our backs in the face of adversity. We will stand firm until our peoples are truly emancipated. With you, we are certain that the victory over the forces of evil is at hand. Together in solidarity, we will defeat imperialism, neocolonialism for a free, dignified, and sovereign Africa. Bro, the sleeping giant has awakened, man. Shout out to the brother, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, man. Hey, bro, you one of them ones, man. We support you in the diaspora, Foundation of Black Americans. We support you, your brothers and sisters all over the world, man. We got your back, man. We see what you're doing, and we watching every move that you make, and we watching the moves that the people, the other side, don't want you to make. You see what I'm saying? So shout out to you, brother, man. Like, keep standing on business for your people. Keep standing on business for the continent of Africa. Keep standing on business, you know what I'm saying, for the diaspora. We here. We support you. Salute.
So they trying to drag Captain Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso because he said democracy is not for us. The media wants you to think he's crazy. Let me show you what their democracy actually looks like. Libya in 2011. Did you hear me? 2011. NATO called it a humanitarian intervention. They call it democracy. They flew 26,000 shorties. That's 26,000 runs over Libya. Bombs dropped on this so-called campaign. They bombed the infrastructure. They removed the leader, and 6 years later, Black Africans were being auctioned in open-air slave markets for $400. That's their democracy. Before NATO arrived, Libya had the highest human development index on the entire continent. Free healthcare, free education. They snatched it back. Now it has 3 competing governments, warlords, and a slave trade. So when Traoré looks at that and says, forget democracy, he's not rejecting the idea of people having power. He is rejecting the weapon they dressed up in that word. Because here's what they don't want you to clock. Burkina Faso sits on massive gold reserves. Traoré nationalized the mines, stopped exporting unrefined gold to Europe, built his own gold refineries, rejected the IMF and World Bank. Ooh, they don't like that. And every time an African leader touches the resources, suddenly there's a human rights crisis. Suddenly there's a dictator. Suddenly they need democracy. Democracy isn't the goal. Control of the land and the resources is the goal. Democracy is just the door they use to walk in. Real sovereignty comes first. Real governance is built after that. By the people, for the people, on their own terms. The colonizers did everything in blood. Don't let them gaslight you about who's causing it now. Do you hear me? If you enjoy sipping on a little geopolitical tea, don't forget to follow. I'm Girly Muhammad, connecting the dots the world needs to see.
So my African family, I want to show you who is behind this painting on the car of the boss himself, Ibrahim Traoré. Burkina Faso, big up on yourself. I'm going to show you. Here's the car. So I'm going to go around and show you. So, this is the man that's behind the decision to put the boss on the car. Yeah, man. Unity, one blackness, one black unity. This is the man. And see, him sell the best cane in town in Ochirayas, Jamaica. See it? Him thing well put together. Yeah, man. Well put together. So, if you come to Jamaica, you come to Ochi, you need some cane, check the man out. This is the man. Yeah, man. Tell him again.
Between captain and champion.
Yes. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So big up to every African family.
Big up.
Yeah, man. Adia, man. Burkina Faso, Chad, Niger. You see me? Yeah, man. What man? Namibia? Something like that in name. Big up down so too. Yeah, man. All of the people that fight for black struggle. Big up on yourself. This is the man. You hear that? Yeah, man.
Mango man. Like what?
Yeah, man.
$1,000. Mummy, bring it come.
Yeah, man. Jamaica. Africa. One love. Yeah, man. Big up on yourself.
Leave Africa with all the resources alone.
Hey, monsieur, ferme ta bouche. Shut your mouth. What is ours is ours.
Emmanuel Macron, leave our beloved president alone. Leave him alone. We don't need you. What the hell? Leave us alone.
Get out of Africa.
Leave Africa alone for Africa.
If something happened to Ibrahim Traoré, you're going to see what's going to happen in the Western country. We will not allow the game. We will not never allow the game. What happened with the massacre will never happen with Ibrahim Traoré. Let you know, you can't move Ibrahim Traoré in power. Never again. It will not happen again.
Go away, leave us alone. Stop trying to kill our leaders. Stop trying to kill our people. Stop trying to undermine us. Go away and leave us alone.
We need them to leave us alone. Suffering must come to an end, and you have solution. Today. He's not alone. Ibrahim Traoré, you are not alone.
And if you could have one message to Ibrahim Traoré, what would it be? Ibrahim Traoré, we love you so much. Ibrahim Traoré, you are our hero. Ibrahim Traoré, all the Jamaicans, all the Caribbean countries, love you, man. We love you, Ibrahim.
If you're from the Caribbean, look at me. A lot of you are praising Ibrahim Traoré in Burkina Faso. But don't forget that some of our own countries are also divided and our resources are being taken over by foreigners. We need to wake up. We need to start seeing each other like brothers and sisters. We need to stop walking past each other like we're strangers. We smile, we're tourists, but we don't show enough love to our own people. Why? Because we're hurt. Because we've been broken, and we understand. But right now is the time to heal. Now is the time to start forgiving and start loving again. Yeah, some of us rough, but we're rough because life rough. Still, we're one Caribbean people. Still, we're one blood. And we have to change our mindset. We need to stop saying, boy, I can't deal with that brother here, you know, and start saying how we can help each other, how we can build each other, because we cannot wait on the government and we cannot wait on no system.
Shout out to our great captain, Ibrahim Traoré. Anybody that got something negative to say about this man, you are a fucking loser. Let me tell you something. In 60 years, France ain't did shit for Burkina Faso. This man been in office a little bit over 2 years and to build over 60 kilometers worth of road, something that France ain't never thought about doing for the people of Burkina Bay. And another thing, they got free education. They getting free housing. They got their own factories they done reopened to where they making mangoes, tomatoes. They have food, potatoes. They planting trees. They using natural medicine, not man-made shit. This brother is sent straight to us from the Most High to be able to wake us up and realize what life should really be about. And nobody should be happy with being oppressed. Even over here in America, we still got to kiss the white man ass every day. But Ibrahim Traoré refuses. And this is why I love that brother so much, man. Ain't no better feeling in the world than being a real revolutionary. I love the AES, Nigeria, and Mali. I love y'all, man. Keep up the good work, because one day we all gonna wake up and everybody gonna become revolutionaries.
As Rastafari, have you heard of Ibrahim Traoré? And if you have, what is your message for him?
Hey, Abraham, great man, great work. Yeah, man, I respect him, man, for the journey. We knew to him I carry off, man, and the journey we're in the pan. Upliftment myself for the man there, you know. More strength and honor, man. And me just hope we'll say others take on to him and give me energy where I want. Because I need more energy with him, you know, to energize the thing and carry it to the board. Because I'm there in our lane, and you want to put the thing on the table as it should. Alright, that's him there. So him just need the tribe and the nation and the connection around him, because morality, you know, morality stand. So I'm just need the energy to just move on. Yeah, man. I'm more strength for the man, man. More strength. Yeah, man, more strength.
Prayer does not substitute personal responsibility at a family level. I challenge this church to its roots. We cannot have members who are easily convinced that they must return 10% of their salaries as tithe and offerings, yet they are sending 200 rand to their own mothers and fathers. You are worse than pagans. Your responsibility to the church cannot be more than your responsibility to your own family. Because you want to bribe God and bribe angels so that you enter heaven. How can you say you love God whom you have never seen when you hate the parents who have brought you into existence? If your religion makes you look after it more than your own parents, the Bible calls you a non-believer, worse than a pagan. Go and read for yourself. We are about to fucking stop order. Do you have a stop order to your mother? Elders. You want to pay tithe so that you have an office in the church, is it? True African spirit says, take your responsibility seriously. That is first bus stop before you run the church. This is the reason why I sometimes say, if we are not careful, we're going to develop a cult. What is a cult? A cult is that which takes human beings away from their families and creates an artificial family somewhere called Adventism. All of a sudden, your parents, demons. Those who don't believe in you in Adventism have become Satan. We're in early Adventism, we Adventists, we Adventists, we Adventists. Before you notice it, David Koresh came out of that ideology. Fascist, you keep on driving that agenda, you end up in the midst of nowhere, where you can no longer recognize your own family for the sake of the church. That cannot be African. Africans will start at home. And what religion is it that will make you divorce your own parents? Trees, you water. Hello? You water your trees. Whether ubaba uthenga iquba afake emakhaleni, water that tree. Whether your mother is a sangoma or mtakati or a witch doctor, water that tree. God is not a fool. This is the door through which you came into existence.
Is not democracy. That is not leadership. And that is what, and you have a conscience. A lot of these people, last Saturday I was talking to someone and I said, the way the world is going, I genuinely think that some of these world leaders are aliens. They're not human beings. They're not connected. But yeah.
Yeah, bro, it's just crazy, you know?
Yeah, how many children have you got?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I'm up on 4 now.
You see, I could tell. You see, I could just tell. Wow.
I'm up on 4 now, man.
And what you say you're up on 4, that means you want to have some more boys or girls.
Man, listen.
You're building a football team.
If you look at it.
You're building a football team.
Listen, my first wife was from the the Democratic of the Congo.
Okay.
So my first kids are African, Jamaicans, Canadians.
Wow. So how many wives? How many wives?
Just two.
Just two.
No. Listen, one presently.
Oh, okay.
One at a time.
Do you know how many I have got?
7?
6.
6?
Yeah.
Tell me this. How do you manage?
Oh, I know. I manage. On Sunday is my day of rest. I rest on Sunday. I rest on Sunday.
Rest on Sunday. Because, bossy, me have one, and the headache will come with it.
Yeah, I agree. There are lots of headaches, but you find a way to navigate. Don't create problems that you can't resolve.
You know what them say? What you can't live with them and can't live without them.
Yeah, but I am happy. I am genuinely happy. I saw my Saturday wife today, yesterday with my Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday. I just relax. Just meet. They know I don't want to see anybody on Sunday.
You know, when I was married to my African wife from the Congo, I thought it'd work out for me too, but she's Europeanized.
That's all right. Look, these things happen. These things happen.
It happens.
Yeah,
you learn a bit more yourself.
Yeah,
met her when I was 19. No, I'm 40. So it's been a while.
Yeah, but it's lovely talking to you. I mean, there's so many people.
Bro. As I said, I've been online more time, and I've seen some of your posts. I've seen a couple of your posts, and I'm like, okay, bro, you talk up. But sometimes you just watch. Post nothing, you just watch. Because
Yeah, you have to take it easy with the patois. Even though I did it in Jamaican, at times I don't. Just.
It's the same thing you think you hear, man. It's the same thing you thought you heard. It's the same.
I tell you this much. I might be speaking out of turn. Honestly, every time she spoke, my God, I was just so happy when she spoke to me in patois. I don't want to tell you the things that she used to tell me. Oh my God, it was nice.
What? She was a Clarendonian?
Yes.
From Clarendon?
Yes.
Oh, so you had yourself a Dan girl. A Dan wife.
Oh my, look.
Yes.
Let's just be careful what we talk about because I have 6 wives. I don't want them to get angry with me, but that's the past.
I understand, boss. I understand.
Oh no, she was good. She was good. Elaine was good. I don't know what happened to her. I'm sure she's probably married now, but yeah, she was good.
Things, women change every 7 years. They change, bro.
Really? Every 7 years?
Every 7 years they change. If you married a lady today, 7 years time, she's not the same lady you married 7 years ago.
Are you saying this in front of your second wife?
No, I'm in the washroom right now. Listen,
you don't want to get yourself into trouble, my friend. You don't want to get yourself into trouble.
No, certain things you can't speak amongst the woman, baby. As a man, you have to know.
Well, someone said to me, how do I cope? I have 6 bosses in my house. 6. They are the bosses. 6. I report to them on a regular basis. So I know.
No, they say this world is run by men, but that's a lie.
Yeah. Definitely. But look, it's a pleasure. Yeah, it's a pleasure talking to you, and I wish you all the best. I'm sure we'll talk again, but I don't want to.
I'm always, when you pop up, I follow you, man. So I follow, so you post, I see.
Okay, thank you.
We got restrictions. I'm in Canada here.
Oh, in Canada. Okay.
Canada. Still part of the British crown, so.
Yeah. Got you.
Jamaica to Canada to,
Canada is the one that Donald Trump wants to buy.
No, he wants to strangle us.
Yeah.
He wishes to strangle us. That's what he wishes to do.
Yeah.
If he gets Greenland, he would strangle us.
Yeah.
This man is unsound. This man is unfit.
Yeah, but let's not talk about him, man. There's so many other presidents around the world. But look, let me leave you because I've got so many other people. But
okay, bro. God bless, man. Take care. Which country you from? Eswatini.
No. I'm from Laughter Republic. It's a small African country. Look out for it.
You have snow up there too, right?
Yes.
You in Central? You in the Central?
Yes.
Okay, I go look up for you, bro. Maybe one day I visit your country, man.
Okay, but yeah, but make sure that when you come with your wives.
Guys, look at this. Elon Musk and Cyril Ramaphosa, they have been going back and forth. Elon Musk, he posted this on X saying racist laws in South Africa are evil and the politicians that push these laws are shameful, disgusting people. And he posted it with Cyril Ramaphosa's picture. Well, Ramaphosa, he responded to this. He made a video talking about exactly what these laws do. Look.
He will never find race-based laws in our laws. There are laws that are empowering all our people. Now, just to be clear, offshore-based companies that have difficulty because of their shareholding offshore where they come from, to in the end comply with the equity portion of our Black economic empowerment architecture, are given an opportunity through the equity equivalent process where they can do other things that are empowering. It could be in enterprise development, it could be in education, it could be in community development and all that. And many South American companies are complying with that. More than 600 US-based companies, including the blue chip companies such as Google, Amazon, Microsoft, you name them, even the big ones like General Electric, when they come to do business here, they comply with our laws. Just like all other US companies comply with the laws of the various countries where they operate. So singling out our BEE laws is to me quite dishonest.
Ramaphosa, he gave a very clear explanation of the laws. He said that if companies do not want to give equity, they instead could invest back into South Africa, either through education or another method within the community. Personally, I'm surprised that Elon Musk, he's not very enthusiastic about these laws. You would think that since he is South African, he would be so happy to invest back into his people. But let me know what you guys think. Comment below.
Guys, it's Dr. Ava Eagle Brown, and I'm in this salon in Jamaica. Absolutely. I just thought I'd get a moment to do this. Let me tell you something. Ibrahim Traoré, oh my God. Are you not a genius? You are the Messiah that the black people have been waiting for such a long time. As somebody who lived between Jamaica and the UK and understand what we have to go through as black people, I salute you, my brother. I salute you, salute you. Let me say this, Ibrahim Traoré. You are protected by the highmost God. Black people around the globe are uniting. I've never seen this kind of unification that Bob Marley speaks about or spoke about, depending on how you want to take it. He says, until the philosophy that holds one race superior and another inferior, we're going to have war. You are the uprising. There's an Africa uprising that Malcolm X spoke about. Ibrahim Traoré, we love you, we support you. Let me tell you something. The people of Burkina Faso, Ouagadougou, we love, we support you. We are here, we are cheering you on. They cannot touch you. And if they even touch you, they kill Sankara, they will not touch you. You are protected, my brother. So from the studios, here studios of Jamaica, this is Dr. Ava Eagle Brown saying, Ibrahim Traoré, you make me want to come to Burkina Faso. Abraham, I wish Ibrahim, sorry, not Abraham, but Ibrahim, sorry, I'm Muslim. I wish more black leaders, especially on the continent of Africa, join forces with you. And I wish all of us who are on other lands, far and wide, who have been strayed and taken away from our land, find our way back home. Ibrahim Traoré, I am saluting you, my brother. Salute to the general, to the most powerful leader on this planet. You, Ibrahim Traoré, I salute you. Peace out.
I was in Guinea visiting family a couple years ago. I was standing outside. It was nighttime. Me and my sister were just hanging out. We were talking, and I started whistling because I was bored. I started whistling, and she got super serious. She grabbed me. She said, "Stop. Don't do that." And I'm like, "Why?" She was like, because that's how the witches around here call each other. My sister still lives back home in Guinea, so she was like, don't whistle out here at night, girl. It gets real. Do not do that. And it made me think about, like, I live in the States, I live in America, and how they have managed, the powers that be have managed to repurpose and rebrand African witchcraft as like Black empowerment. There are so many things back home that we know are witchcraft that they're trying to sell to African Americans now as like, this is your ancestors. They don't want you to do these things because the white man, da da da. Meanwhile, us Africans were like, no, it's actually not good. It's not a good thing. You shouldn't do that. And then they're like, shut up. We don't want to hear it. But African witchcraft is not Black empowerment. It's witchcraft.
Hello, beautiful and amazing people. So guys, in today's video we are going to talk about Jamaicans reaction to Ibrahim Traoré's speeches. Remember that most people in the world consider him as one of the most fearless leader, and I can tell you that Ibrahim Traoré has become a global pan-African symbol, not just a local leader. And his speeches about rejecting Western influence, his speeches about African self-reliance, and his speeches about controlling natural resources, like everything should be left to Africans for Africans, you know. And all these speeches, they have always resonated far beyond Burkina Faso. It has resonated with Kenyans, Ugandans, Europeans, and Asians, name them, all of them. And I can tell you that, you know, we've seen clips from Jamaica whereby people, not really like people, but Jamaicans are protesting, and they are actually coming up with solidarity movement supporting Ibrahim Traoré and the African unity that he is actually supporting. So we've seen analysts also talking, and for according to many analysts, you know, they actually see Ibrahim Traoré as a revolutionary leader or a revolutionary figure in the online community, especially the Black diaspora. And you know, it's amazing. It's really amazing. So what do you think that Jamaicans are saying about his wonderful and amazing speeches? So number one, Jamaicans are saying that, you know, this guy, Ibrahim Traoré, is saying something that our own leaders are afraid to say. And of course, you know, what many people have always come out to comment about Ibrahim Traoré is, you know, about Ibrahim Traoré being courageous and fearless, that he says things that other leaders cannot dare talk or cannot dare say anywhere. And you know, most 90% of of leaders across Africa and other third world countries, they are actually not really bold and fearless as Ibrahim Traoré. So many Jamaicans have praised Ibrahim Traoré for his boldness and fearless tone, and they're saying that, you know what, if you look at Caribbean leaders, they are too soft and easy to control by the West, not by by Jamaicans. And I can tell you that will typically come in as like, you know, this particular leader from Africa, you know, is actually okay. I'm trying to frame a word whereby I would love to refer to it as Jamaicans saying that Africa's finally Africa finally has a leader who is speaking the truth to power. So if you look at Ibrahim Traoré's speeches, they really and easily connect to Jamaicans or Jamaica's history of colonialism and economic struggles, you know. So let's talk about African pride and, you know, Pan-Africanism in short, because you know what, there is a very deep emotional reaction tied to identity. And what we've always seen is that Jamaicans, most of the time, they believe and they say that Ibrahim Traoré's speeches, they do reignite African pride in themselves, inside their arts. So you will see some saying that, oh man, we do have DNA, we do have shared history, shared DNA, and that is one of the most beautiful things that can ever happen to them as Jamaicans, because Africans or Jamaicans, okay, they are not one physically or geographically, but through DNA and shared history, they are one. And I can tell you, this is so huge when it comes to Jamaicans and the Caribbean audience, because Traoré is not just seen as a president, but is a symbol of a black resistance globally. Is resisting the superpowers and they are respecting actually. So many times we've seen frustrations with the Western power or colonialists, and I can tell you they have most of the time they have framed Ibrahim Traoré is an anti colonialist and anti-Western, and this it has actually hit Jamaicans, and they keep talking about this issue because Jamaica has a long history or issues with the IMF policies, with the debt policies, with the inequalities. They always discuss about this. And when they see Ibrahim Traore criticizing this openly and publicly, and they feel it's really relating to what they always speak against, about. So Ibrahim Traore is exposing this system that is really bringing down the African people and the entire continent. And at last, through Ibrahim Traore, Africa is waking up, and they are really happy about that. And that's why they always talk about Ibrahim Traore, how he should be protected. You saw the clips in was it Montego Bay, whereby they were standing with Ibrahim Traore when Macron was trying to invade, and they wanted to somehow disintegrating, So as much as majority of Jamaicans do support Ibrahim Traore and these speeches, there are those that are skeptical. They are in the middle there. They don't know whether to support Ibrahim Traore speeches or not to support. And it's normal. It's normal at the end of the day, because when you look at why the reason as to why these people don't really support Ibrahim Traore, it's because of the military role. Ibrahim Traore is somebody that doesn't support democracy at all. So at the end of the day, this skepticism from some group of Jamaicans is being supported with real concerns, which is understandable. So if you look at social media, especially on TikTok, you'll see Ibrahim Traore is being painted as this hero guy. The president of Africa is being glorified a lot by TikTokers, and they believe that he's the next Thomas Sankara. But again, let's wait and see, because many African leaders, when they took power, when they forcefully took power, they were like, we are only going to stay only 1 year. We ensure that everything is back into normal, and then we hand over. But I can tell you that 40 years later, some of these presidents are still there, and they are not even planning to retire anytime soon. And if they plan to retire, they just want their family, their wife or sons to take over from them. So if you look at the overall reaction, you will see that we have the majority of Jamaicans who are supporting Ibrahim Traore, and they see him as a freedom fighter. They love his speeches. They actually view him as hope for Africa and the diaspora community. And again, if you talk about the cultural connectors, this will focus less on politics and more on identity and pride. So if you see at people talking about Africa rising, and if Africa is rising, we are rising too, that of course makes a lot of sense. It's so emotional, and you feel proud to be to be identified as an African. But again, we have those that are skeptic, and they're like, is this true or not? Is this AI or Anyway, what is happening at the moment is not just about Ibrahim Traoré at the end of the day, guys, because this whole story is about global black identity. It's about frustrations with the Western systems. It's about desire for strong leadership, independent leadership, and that is why you also see Jamaicans talking and reacting strongly. They are not just hearing a speech. What they are doing is that they are hearing a reflection of their own struggles. So guys, kindly comment down below. Tell us what you think about the particular video. I love you to the moon and back. See you same time every day. I'll see you in the next video.